You can take characteristics of entropy that the entropy can be taken here. Entropy first of all is an example of extensive property. The property is mass dependent. Already we have explained, slightly recapping all the points. Then you can take entropy is a state function. Entropy is a state function. Function of state, and it is also a function of, means it depends on variables. Pressure, volume, temperature and number of moles. Amount, definitely property being extensive, if amount is more or less, property will change accordingly. Then you can take pressure, volume, temperature will be state variables. If they will change, the state will change, and when the state will change, the property will change. So being a state function, it is path independent, but depending only on the initial state and final state. Meaning delta S I can change is entropy final minus entropy initial. If I take for a chemical reaction, for chemical process or reaction, I can write delta S can be taken entropy of products minus entropy of reactants. If the change is taken under standard conditions, in the standard conditions I can write here delta S will be replaced, this product and the reactant will be replaced by standard values. If I write delta S naught of reaction can be taken standard entropies of product minus reactants. Now one information should remember, we can know that even though delta H naught formation, one term more is coming ahead, that delta G naught formation, it is called standard free energy of formation. It is called standard enthalpy of formation. They are 0 for elements, but entropy of formation for elements may not be 0. In fact, it is not 0 in almost many cases, but entropy of formation for elements may not be 0. In fact, it is not 0 in many cases. Okay, so entropy of formation of elements may not be 0. In question you get sometime already we have seen the questions on delta H naught formation of elements, it is 0. This will come next topic in our chapter continuation. They are 0 for the elements for formation, but entropy of formation of elements are not 0. Okay, so up to here it is taken. Next, let's continue. We can take next one, like for already discussed before cyclic process. For cyclic process, what is delta S? 0. Because in cyclic process the state will remain unchanged at the end of process. Then for cyclic process, entropy change will be 0. Then you can take delta S total is taken as summation of entropy of system plus entropy of surroundings. Is entropy change total is delta S total is also called entropy of universe, delta S universe. It is delta S system plus delta S surroundings. And we have seen that for isolated system, delta S total will be positive, means will be positive for a spontaneous process in fact it is system only, will be positive, and it is for any case you can write here if for spontaneous process, or you can take irreversible process. What happens? Delta S total will be positive. Remember, all the reactions whichever are occurring spontaneously in nature are irreversible. So when they ask question if for a spontaneous process or for an irreversible process, delta S total is how much? Remember, all the reactions or the naturally occurring process, they are spontaneous in nature. All are spontaneous in nature, and therefore they are also irreversible in nature. For such a process, delta S total will be how much? Positive. And we can take for reversible process. For reversible process, what happens? Delta S total is equal to 0, or delta S system is equal to minus delta S surroundings. This point is very important for you. They ask question frequently. Calculation of delta S system, delta S surroundings. So when we have process reversible, we can take here delta S system or delta surroundings are same in magnitude, sign become opposite, because for such a process delta S total will be how much? 0. Okay. Now question they ask frequently, okay, what happened to entropy? See, when entropy increases, we have delta S positive, or when entropy decrease, we have delta S negative. So you get one very frequent question in examinations, that for the given reaction or process, what is sign of delta S? Yeah, for which process the entropy change is positive or entropy change is negative. It can be explained in the same point here. Write certain points here, लिख लीजिए आप कुछ points. Their point will help you. देखिए, more the molecular weight, more the molecular weight or more the number of atoms, more the number of atoms in molecules, more will be entropy, more will be entropy. If I write suppose entropy, some variations of entropy is like, if I write molecule O3, O2 and oxygen atom, what is entropy by order? If I write molecule taken like N2O5, N2O4, N2O3, NO2, NO, in this case, what is the order of entropy? Means this point is valid when we take molar weight for the compounds which are made from same elements. So for that kind of case, if the molecular more atoms, they can have more entropy, more randomness in molecular structure as well. So entropy change will depend or will vary accordingly. So N2O5 entropy higher than N2O4, then N2O3, then NO2, then NO. Let this molecule taken H2O2, H2O. Again in this case entropy is more for water molecules, then the entropy more for hydrogen peroxide, then entropy for the water molecules. So it is one point K for the compounds which are made from the atoms of same elements, if they have higher molecular weight or they have more number of atoms in the molecules, then the entropy will be higher. So directly molecular given, you can tell. Then you can take, if it is solids, one solid given amorphous for solids. Can you tell which case entropy is higher? If I take order of entropy, one taken is amorphous solids. Second taken crystalline solids. So in which case the entropy will be higher. Definitely you can take amorphous solids in which the particles are not having a definite geometry. They are arranged randomly. So entropy will be more in amorphous solids than in the crystalline solids. Entropy will be more in the amorphous solids than in the crystalline solids. Let's take more examples. Now next can be taken entropy change in phase transformations. If it is taken entropy change in phase transformations, delta S in phase transformations. यहाँ पर ऑर्डर क्या आएगा एंट्रोपी चेंज के लिए? डेल्टा S in the phase transformations. देखिए in phase transformation like we can have three kind of reactions commonly. Delta S, a solid will convert to a liquid at a fixed temperature, or a liquid will change to a gas at same temperature, means again at vaporization or boiling point temperature, or a solid will convert to a gas. We can have three kind of process. It is fusion, evaporation, sublimation. There all the case we are having change in entropy because of phase transformations. That is solid phase, entropy is minimum. Then we can take entropy in the liquid phase, then higher in the gas phase. So whenever the solid will change to liquid, in such a process the entropy change is positive. Again second case delta S positive. In third case also delta S is positive, because in solid state entropy is lower, in gas entropy higher, entropy increase. Increase means product minus reactant positive. Again here increase, product minus reactant, delta S is positive. Here also delta S is positive. On all the three cases we have delta S positive. If I write here an example more, a solid, sorry, we can take allotropes. One example is take an allotrope. If I take suppose here carbon diamond convert to carbon graphite. It is an example of what here? Transition. It is also transition only. So in this case, what is delta S sign? Again positive. कैसे? In diamond, no free electron. In the graphite structure, the free electrons are spreading in the layers. So that layer structure stability is less. So entropy will be higher in the graphite. So entropy graphite is more, diamond is less. So this minus this, delta S become positive. So it is entropy change in phase transformations, that whenever solid decrease or liquid or gas increase, entropy increase. Entropy increase means delta S become positive. Entropy decrease means delta S become negative. So next we can take here for chemical reactions. For chemical reactions involving gases. Let's take chemical reactions involving gases. Now in this case we can have three possibilities of reactions. That for the reaction delta Ng can be positive or negative or 0. If we take delta Ng is positive, we will discuss delta Ng. Example of reaction taken like here, N2O4 gas giving 2NO2 gas. In this case 1 mole give 2 mole of gas. So what is delta Ng value in this case? Positive plus 1. So in this case what is delta S? Positive. If we have delta Ng negative, reaction taken like ammonia formation, all are gases, N2 gas plus 3H2 gas give 2 ammonia gas. Reactions are at equilibrium here also. So we can take only forward directions. N2 gas, 3H2 gas give 2 ammonia gas, all are gases. So 2 minus 4, delta G कितना बस में minus 2. So when delta G is negative 2, then for the reaction what is delta S? Negative. if for a process delta Ng is negative, delta S will also be negative. आपका जो साइन डेल्टा Ng का है वही साइन आपका होगा डेल्टा S का. इसका मीनिंग क्या होता है? सिंपल लॉजिक है. यहाँ पर क्या होगा? फॉरवर्ड डायरेक्शन में गैस के मोल्स बढ़ेंगे. मोर अमाउंट ऑफ गैस मीन्स मोर रेंडमनेस. मोर रेंडमनेस मीन्स डेल्टा S पॉजिटिव. अगर यह डेल्टा G नेगेटिव है मीन्स गैस का अमाउंट कम होगा इस रिएक्शन में. तो अगर गैस का अमाउंट कम होगा तो क्या होगा? डेल्टा S will be negative. साइन आपका सेम होता है. If I write for a reaction delta G 0, example of reaction taken like H2 gas plus I2 gas give 2HI. For this gas phase reaction, in this case what is delta S? You write nearly 0. So if for the reaction give delta S, delta Ng is 0, then for this reaction delta S will also be 0. This is very helpful point to you to attempt question on this entropy changes. We get question frequently in examinations that for which process or which reaction entropy changes positive or negative or 0. Means in which case entropy increase, entropy decrease or entropy remains almost constant. You can take in this last case when the amount of gas or number of mole of gas remain unchanged, and the entropy change in such case is nearly 0. डेल्टा N का साइन जो भी साइन डेल्टा Ng का है आपका वही साइन होगा डेल्टा S के लिए. To memorize for you people. Okay. Now next is the second topic here, second law of thermodynamics. Basically thermodynamics is the second law of thermodynamics. It relates your nature of reactions. Nature of reactions like whether the reactions are spontaneous or not, and to what extent reactions can take place. So it is linking second law there, and mainly it link entropy, especially entropy, with the reaction spontaneity in chemistry part. So anyway, we take several statement of second law. In fact, we have many statement for second law. Among them, we are taking certain statements. So what will we have certain statement? First one write down. It is Clausius statement. It is Clausius statement. क्या होता है? You can write the definition. You can write the statement. लिखिए. It states that it is impossible. It is impossible to construct a machine that is able to convey heat. Machine that is able to convey heat by a cyclic process from a colder body to hotter body unless work is done on the machine by some outside agency. One or can take other way, alternative statements. देखिए, it is impossible to convert heat into work without compensation. It is impossible to convert heat into work without compensation. Means some part of heat is wasted. We cannot convert all the heat into work. Meaning what? You can write down here. देखिए अगला, all forms of energy. One more can take for same. All forms of energy can be converted into heat energy. All forms of energy can be converted into heat energy, but heat cannot be converted to all other forms of energy fully by any process. But other forms of energy fully by any process. Means all forms of energy can be converted into heat energy, but heat cannot be converted to other forms of energy fully by any process. Actually, other forms of energy can be taken basically as work only. So we can take here, we can say it is impossible to convert heat into work without compensation, or we can add one more statement. आप लिखिए directly add one more statement. It is impossible to It is impossible to construct an engine or machine which is having 100% efficiency. 100% efficiency. We can take some more statements. Now, we can take some more statements like we discussed that previous one. It is impossible to construct. आप लिखते रहिए, सारा लिख लीजिए statement. Read on. It is impossible to construct a heat engine of 100% thermal efficiency. Then write next statement. In chemistry, we are using these two expressions or these two statements more commonly. तो आप लिखिए अगला statement. All spontaneous processes or naturally occurring processes are thermodynamically irreversible. Thermodynamically irreversible. Simple point है. Whichever reaction occurring naturally, they are irreversible. हो गया तो हो गया. Change आप नहीं कर सकते इसको है. So what you can say there, all are occurring irreversible. Full stop. Without the help of an external agency. Without the help of an external agency, a spontaneous process cannot be reversed. Right, next statement. The entropy of universe increases in a spontaneous process. In a spontaneous process and remains unchanged in an equilibrium process. Remains unchanged in an equilibrium process. Are you getting this point? That the different statements. Now, if I write here that first law and second law combination, what is first law statement wise? First law says what? That the energy of universe remains constant. What is second law says that here? Entropy of universe is increasing, because in nature we are having so many natural processes occurring which are all spontaneous. So we need to combine first and second law. We can combine definition of first law plus second law that says that the energy of the universe remains constant. If I include mass also, you can write the total mass and the energy of the universe remains constant, but the entropy of universe is increasing with time and is tending to be maximum. So remember, the entropy of the universe is increasing continuously and it tends to be maximum. So entropy increases and increasing of universe. If somebody asks you right now what is entropy of universe, is it fixed or not? It is not fixed. The entropy of the universe is increasing continuously, regularly, and it tends to be maximum. I hope it is clear. So second law, first law combination definitions clear, combined definition. First law link energy, or you can add mass and energy of universe remains constant. Then second law says that entropy of universe is increasing with time and it tends to be maximum. If I define mathematically this second law, so we can write mathematically, we can have two cases. If I take case 1, for a reversible process, what happens? I can write ds is how much? dq by temperature, or I can write dq is how much? Tds. ds is small change taken in entropy, dq reversible again small change in heat by temperature, and we take for irreversible process. इसमें क्या होगा? What is ds is more than dq by temperature. When change is reversible, ds is equal to dq by temperature. While we take for irreversible process, which is spontaneous, ds is how much? Dq by temperature. So we can write from here that ds is equal to more than dq by temperature. This can be taken as mathematical statement. Mathematical statement of second law of thermodynamics. Second law. I hope it is clear. I hope it is visible also. This is dq ds will be more than dq by temperature if the change is irreversible, and ds is equal to dq by temperature when change is reversible. So let us take about the second law, mathematical statement. So let us take some point more about entropy changes. Now let us take calculation. Let us take calculation of changes in entropy for different kind of processes. First one can be taken entropy change in reversible process. First we take entropy change in reversible process. So let us consider here a system, or we can take here process taken is isothermal and reversible process. We can take here mainly three kind of process first here. One reversible, one irreversible, both isothermal, and next can be taken what here? Adiabatic. So let us take first one here, isothermal reversible process. And in this process, let Q is the heat absorbed by system. Let Q is the heat absorbed by system from surroundings at temperature T. Let Q is the heat absorbed by system from surroundings at temperature T. Got this point? So in this case, what can be taken? Increase in entropy of system. You can write here increase in entropy of system. You can write here delta S system S is equal to how much? Plus Q by temperature. Then when system will absorb energy, surrounding will lose energy. So what can be taken then here? So delta S surrounding will be how much then here? Minus Q by temperature. Given change is isothermal, same temperature. When we add, what is total or delta S for the process? For the process, we can take delta S. Total will be how much in this case? It is delta S system plus delta S surroundings. That comes how much total here? You can take minus Q by T plus Q by T, that is 0. So delta S total we can write will be equal to 0. Delta S total is 0 for reversible process. For reversible isothermal process. Delta S total is 0 for this reversible isothermal process. Got this point? Now second can be taken changes adiabatic. Suppose we can take next one, entropy change for adiabatic or in adiabatic process. What happens in adiabatic process? Q is 0. When Q is 0, then delta S system or delta S surroundings both will be taken Q by T. I can write directly 0. Delta S system or delta surrounding, because they are equal to 0. What is delta S taken system here? Q by T. So Q is 0, so by T the delta S system will be 0. Again delta S surrounding will also be 0 for this process. When you add total, means how much here delta S total? It can be taken 0. So for adiabatic process, delta S system plus delta S surrounding will be 0. समझ में आ रहा है अपन वाला? चलिए नेक्स्ट लिखते हैं यहाँ पे entropy change when we have irreversible process. Now let us take second example, entropy change in irreversible process. Now in this case, let us consider a system at T1. You can take system at higher temperature T1, then surroundings, surroundings at lower temperature, surroundings at lower temperature T2. That system is having high temperature, surrounding have lower temperature T2, and let us say in this case that Q is the heat given by system to surroundings, to surrounding irreversibly. Q is the heat given by system to surroundings irreversibly. Surroundings irreversibly. So what can be taken? Delta S system. System is losing heat to minus Q by temperature T1, and surrounding will gain heat or energy. So delta S surrounding will be how much? Plus Q by temperature T2 temperature, or T2 is lower than T1, it is given. So what happens in this case? What is delta S total work take for the process? It can be taken delta S system plus delta S surroundings. If you write that this is delta S only is how much? Minus Q by T1 plus Q by T2. If I write Q common, I can write this Q. We can write minus 1 by T1 or 1 by T2. This can be taken T1 by T2 divided by T1 T2. You can simplify this expression. Now since in the given case, what is given? That T1 is more than T2. So I can write here delta S total is more than 0. This positive value is there. When this value is positive, so delta S total become positive more than 0, and therefore when your delta S total positive or more than 0, it indicate it will be a spontaneous process. When your delta S total positive more than 0, it will make this process will be, it indicate this process will be spontaneous. I hope it is clear. System will lose heat, so minus Q, surrounding will absorb heat plus Q. Heat is same, but system is the system is at high temperature T1, surroundings at low temperature T2. So only heat is given by system to surroundings. So what is delta S of the process or total in this case? This plus this. When we solve here, this T1 is more than T2, or delta S total is positive, indicating that we have this process is spontaneous. See this point. When your changes irreversible, they are spontaneous. They will be spontaneous. Let us take some more cases. Calculation of entropy changes when we take isobaric, isothermal, or can take isochoric process at constant pressure, constant volume, that calculations. Let us take some more cases for calculation of entropy changes in different kind of processes, which are all taken reversible type. So first we take an entropy change in reversible process. Already we described this expression. We can add ds or delta S equal to dq reversible by temperature for small change. Then I can add this TDS for small changes, dq reversible. Now we can write this expression dq reversible how much from this expression? From first law of thermodynamics. du will be how much? dq plus dw for small change. So I can write this from dq reversible is equal to how much? du minus dw. So TDS I can write is du plus this can write minus dw from this first law. You can write, and then what is du? The change in internal energy of small change. I can write du as ncv dt, and what is work done taken? pdv. So when we take work done as pdv, then this expression can write further like pressure will be how much, since pressure we know is equal to how much? nRT by volume. So pressure equal to nRT by volume V. We can write here TdS is nCV dt plus nRT by V into dV. Or T we can take common to these two expressions. So dividing the entire expression by temperature. How it is coming here? Dividing by T throughout. We can write expression ds equal to nCV dt plus nCV dt by T plus nR by V into dV. Now on integrating this equation, it gives delta S of system fee, right? Calculating here, so delta S system can be taken how much? nCV ln T2 by T1 plus nR ln V2 by V1. The same expression you can write in other modified form for writing expression in terms of Cp. Now in the expression taken here, we can rewrite this expression here by replacing right. Delta S system is how much here? nCV ln T2 by T1 plus nR ln V2 by V1. I can replace the term volume V2 by V1 in the form what here? From combined gas law P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2. From this expression you can write here what is V2 by V1 from here? V2 by V1 is how much from here? You can write P1 T2 by P2 T1. We can replace the term V2 by V1 by P1 T2 by P2 T1 in the same expression, and then this expression I can write right side only nCV ln T2 by T1 plus nR ln, I write in two parts, P1 by P2 plus nR ln T2 by T1. Write in terms of temperature together, nR common, n common, so I can write here n Cv plus R ln T2 by T1 is equal plus nR ln P1 by P2. What is Cv plus R? Equal to Cp. This expression I can write n Cp ln T2 by T1 plus nR ln P1 by P2. This is one more expression, one more way of writing expression, delta S system. So using these two expressions, we can write different cases of entropy change calculation for isobaric process, isochoric process, and so on. So let us see how to use this expression for calculation of this delta S in different kind of process. I'm just writing this reaction once again here on top, and then I will explain different cases to you. Okay? Now already we have got the equation derivation explained to you. So when it is taken using these two expressions, we can find calculation of entropy change for isothermal process, for isobaric process, and also isochoric process. How to find delta S in those processes? If I write from here delta S system, from these two expressions you can explain. Like first we take for isothermal process. If we take for isothermal process, what is delta U? From first law of thermodynamic expression, delta U is equal to Q plus work. When delta U is 0, Q is equal to how much? Minus work. Then Q is equal to minus work. And then what is work done? Minus nRT log V2 by V1. If it is taken when change is reversible, this relation was applicable. All this expression we are doing for reverse only for changes which are reversible type. We are doing all this calculation only for the changes taken reversible type. So in this case, then what is Q? आपका साइन हट जाएगा उसमें से. We take work only magnitude, because if work is negative then Q is positive. Now what is delta S system? Q reversible by temperature. By temperature means T will cancel out, what remains? nR ln V2 by V1. or nRln P1 by P2, because for isothermal process from Boyle's law P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, or I can add V2 by V1 is equal to P1 by P2. V2 by V1 is P1 by P2. Using that expression we can solve this example or this question. I hope it's clear. If for isothermal process delta S system we can explain, we can obtain, we can get this expression directly from these two expressions. If I write in both the cases, for isothermal process T1 T2 are equal, तो log means 1 0 हो गया. So what is delta system? NR ln V2 by V1, or in second case when T1 T2 same, I can add NR ln P1 by P2. We get same expression or results. If I write two more expression or results, next we can take for isobaric process. For isobaric process, इसमें क्या होता है? Pressure remain constant, so P1 is equal to P2 when P1 P2 are equal. In this process we have pressure constant. So when we have same pressure expression, we can write of delta S system is equal to how much? NCP ln T2 by T1. Expression delta system can be written as NCP ln T2 by T1. In second case, if we take for isochoric process, for isochoric process means when the volume is constant. For the constant volume condition, V1 and V2 are equal. When the volume is constant, we take CV calculations. From here, I can write expression of delta S system calculation will be how much? N CV ln T2 by T1. When we have isochoric process, volume will remain constant. In such a case, this expression we can write from here. So we can see, we can write all three expressions. We can write all three expressions for isothermal process, isobaric process, or isochoric process. All three are taken, changes are reversible. All changes are taken reversible. We can write the results directly from here. One expression for the isothermal condition, or isobaric conditions, or isochoric conditions for these processes. So directly from here you can add the expressions. Suppose we have volume and T both variable. If we have volume and T, temperature both variable, then we apply this relation. And if we have pressure and T both variable, if P and T are variable, then we apply this relation for delta S system calculations. I hope you got the points. इनका meaning आपको समझ में आ गया होगा points का. It is how we can explain this process. Okay. So it is the calculation of entropy changes in different kind of processes given here. Now next when we take an entropy changes in phase transformations. Hello students, now we take our next topic, entropy changes in isothermal phase changes. Normally what happens when there is phase transformation, phase transition, like solid to liquid, liquid to vapor, or solid to gas, or we can take even in allotropes, they change from 1 to 2nd modification. We call such changes as the phase transformation changes. In these phase transformations, how to find entropy change? See, let us explain here. We will take here 4 categories of this entropy changes in isothermal phase transitions or phase changes. कौन से हैं? First one taken is entropy of vaporization. Entropy of vaporization, you can take symbol delta V, vaporization S. How to find this entropy of vaporization? If it is taken expression of reaction wise, suppose we have a substance A in liquid phase, it convert to A in the vapor phase. It is phase transformation, liquid to gas, change, conversion. So in this phase transformation, we can take what is entropy change. It can be taken entropy of vaporization as entropy in the gas phase minus entropy in the liquid phase, entropy of the product minus reactant, or entropy final minus entropy initial. This can be taken this way here. Now how we define that this entropy change of this vaporization? You can write definition. You write down definition. It's the entropy change when 1 mole of a substance, changes from liquid to gas at its constant temperature, boiling point, at its normal boiling point. Means we will take what here? Constant temperature. When we have fixed temperature, when we take vaporization, I will take boiling point. If you take fusion, I can take melting point. If you take sublimation, we can take temperature accordingly. Okay, at a fixed temperature, at a constant temperature. What is in this case constant temperature? In this case, we will have constant temperature as the normal boiling point of the liquid. For this phase transformation, the change in entropy is called entropy of vaporization. Now, since the reaction taken at equilibrium, so we can write here by definition of entropy, change for this vaporization can be taken as enthalpy of vaporization by TB. TB can be taken as the normal boiling point, means it is called enthalpy of vaporization. Delta H, vaporization is called enthalpy of vaporization. TB is called as normal boiling point of the liquid in Kelvin scale. TB is taken the normal boiling point of liquid in Kelvin scale temperature. Okay, so TB is boiling point, delta H vaporization is enthalpy of vaporization. Now this relation of entropy and enthalpy of vaporization, they are helpful to us in one different way. One rule is used called Troughton's rule. Troughton's rule. What is Troughton's rule? You can write the statement, लिख लीजिए. Troughton's rule. It states that for most of the liquids, the entropy of vaporization at normal boiling point is equal to plus minus 88 plus minus 5 joules per mole per Kelvin. Entropy of vaporization is 88 plus minus 5 joules per mole per Kelvin. This rule can help us to get the approximate values of the enthalpy of vaporization. This rule is helpful to find the approximate value of the enthalpy of vaporization of liquids. Now this rule is not valid. This rule is not valid for the liquids which are having strong intermolecular forces of attraction like hydrogen bonding. If I take water, ethyl alcohol, such liquid which are having strong hydrogen bonding or strong intermolecular attractive forces, for them this rule is not applicable. Okay, let us take first one, entropy of vaporization. Let us take next one. Next one can be taken entropy of fusion. Entropy of fusion. How we define this entropy of fusion? Like the previous definition, you can write definition first. It's the entropy change. When 1 mole of a substance convert from solid to liquid phase at its melting point temperature. At its melting point. So when it is taken, fusion means solid to liquid conversion. Suppose if I take A is solid, changes to liquid, reversibly taken here. So in this case, what can be entropy of fusion? It can be taken entropy final, that is entropy in liquid phase minus entropy in solid phase, or we can take previous definition. Since change is reversible, so entropy of fusion can be taken as enthalpy of fusion by TF. In the given relation, delta F H is called enthalpy of fusion, TF is called as melting point or can take freezing point of liquid of a solid in Kelvin scale temperature. That's entropy of fusion. Next can be taken entropy of sublimation, entropy of sublimation, how to find this entropy of sublimation? This can be taken, you can write first definition, लिख लीजिए. At the entropy change when 1 mole of a substance changes from solid to vapor state. When it is solid to gas conversion, like A is some solid, changes to A in vapor phase or ignite A gases. So in this case, what can be taken? Calculation of entropy change of sublimation. It can be taken entropy in gas phase minus entropy in solid phase, or like this previous relation, I can write entropy of sublimation is equal to enthalpy of sublimation by Ts. Ts can be taken here, sublimation temperature. Ts is called sublimation temperature. So in this case, this delta H sublimation is called enthalpy of sublimation, and Ts is called what here? Ts is called sublimation temperature. Sublimation temperature. Are you clear? Entropy of fusion sublimation is whatever reaction is there, like reaction of first one was vaporization, second one taken fusion, next one taken sublimation, one more taken is called transition. Let us take that also. So in all the case we have simple type of expressions. Entropy change delta S is equal to delta H by the temperature. If the process taken vaporization, it is boiling point. In fusion, it is fusion temperature or melting point. If I take sublimation, it can be called as sublimation temperature. Means as per the reaction, we can have temperature involved whatever given to you. Okay. So next one taken entropy of transition. How to find this entropy? Means relation of the definition लिख लीजिए. At the entropy change when 1 mole of an element change from one allotropic form to other. 1 mole of an element change from one allotropic form to other at its transition temperature. Like if I take here carbon taken as diamond will change to carbon graphite. So for this process taken of transition here, what I can write? Entropy change. This can be taken entropy of graphite minus entropy of diamond, or I can write entropy of transition as enthalpy of transition by T transition. This TT can be taken transition temperature in Kelvin scale. See, be careful in solving questions. because entropy values are quite lower in magnitude compared to enthalpies. So in questions you may be given entropy in joules and enthalpy in kilojoules. If you will commit the mistake in the units, answer cannot come correct. So always check, be careful for the energy units, especially entropy and enthalpies. Entropy have quite lower value of magnitudes, so it is normally given in joules. To take in kilojoules, convert accordingly, or you can convert this enthalpy of different reactions into joules, then solve the question. So this can be taken entropy changes in different kind of isothermal phase transformations. In all the case we have taken reactions reversible type, where delta G will be 0, so delta H is T delta S, इक्वेट कर देंगे तो आपका ये रिलेशन आ जाते हैं. और by definition for reversible reaction, delta S is how much? Delta H by temperature, relation at constant pressure conditions. That is how we can solve this kind of question by using these basic formulas. Okay.